Henderson and Jameson are office. So, scope, I went around one with you, Mark, before Tuesday. Did a lot of phone calls. I've got relatives and graduates of work school business, and I've got buddies who are senior partners of law firm. He wouldn't take the case, even if I asked him. I had to go through once 1B6, and there's the most horribly written piece of garbage that I've ever seen in a contract. So trying to figure out what it actually means is one thing, and trying to get someone to defend you on that is entirely another. So I think personally, the company says it means what they think it means, and we'd be locked in some kind of legal battle and probably losing that anyway. So I tend to agree with you that there are no really limits or just speeding tickets on the first contract, and that changed I think a little better in the new TDA. But my question is really about the market plan right now. So let's say on the legacy plan, it becomes, the company becomes financially distressed, this is hypothetical, and then subsequently the legacy defined benefit plan becomes distressed, and this is requiring the PBGC to step in as an insurer. We know that some folks look at that and it's really kind of a crap deal. But assuming the market-based plan is fully vested, under the market-based plan, it becomes distressed. Is it the same process with the PGBC? And are there any differences or guarantees, such as it's a principal lease guarantee? So that's part one. Another part to the plan.
I think this is pretty easy. I've got Kevin here to back up, but the PPGC does insure both plans. The legacy plan is more at risk. The greater the benefit to the legacy plan, the more risk for us. The reason the more risk is that there's more volatility in that plan. There's more moving parts. There's interest rate parts, rates of return parts, mortality parts, things of that nature. And then, of course, there's always unknowns. With the cash balance plan, I think your intuition is correct. The company is on the hook for the 11% contribution credits that we discussed. Right? However, because it is a defined benefit plan, and I gotta be careful here, I'm gonna say this is really relevant, if it ever should get to this point, so we're talking real hypothetical here, just like the legacy plan, the PBGC will look at the assets in the plan, see what benefits it could pay, it has a benefit schedule, and then it would make up out of its back pocket, exceptionally reluctantly, I might add, to go ahead and make those minimum payments under their PBG schedule. Now, here's the thing. In this plan, assets and liabilities pretty much match up. They give you 11%, they owe you 11%, and all they have to do is get 11 and get zero. That's their mark. All they got to do is not lose money. And if they do lose money, this gets reconciled really at your retirement, as far as what they owe you. But as far as plan underfunding, you can see how hard it would be for them to get to the underfunding level. You got to go through 80%, hit that threshold, go through 60%, and then they still have time to get that. They would have to not be able as a company to make up those kind of losses. And the reason that we're talking 6.5%, going forward, because this is a very conservative portfolio, professionally managed by the people who have responsibly managed the pension all these years throughout some very turbulent times. So first, the structure of this plan makes it exceptionally resistant to a distress termination, especially when compared to our legacy plan.
Yeah, so basically, it's the worst case we see right now is everything went to crap like this. We have bankruptcy, distress, and the PBGC folks come in. We're looking at, would it protect our principal of 330? I mean, assuming we max it out, and assuming that we're actually not raise it.
Okay, so are you saying, remember, it's a PBG plan, so the company owes you that?
Correct.
Okay, the PBGC doesn't. The PBGC owes you the PBGC minimum, and then everything else that's over and above that minimum gets distributed on a schedule. Kathy, how many?
You're doing great.
Okay.
Is this on? I'm Kathy Powers, I'm a benefits attorney at Alba, and just to address your question about market-based cash balance, and actually with respect to any defined benefit plan, if FedEx in an unlikely situation go into bankruptcy, and would like to terminate the plan, or
Yes.
PCC is watching the plan, the PPC will not take over the plan if the plan is a collectively bargained plan. That is written in the law. So there would have to be negotiations with ALPA, and ALPA would have to agree to the termination of the legacy plan as well as the market-based cash balance plan. It's highly unlikely that the PPC would attempt to terminate the market-based cash balance plan because it's unlikely that it's going to be underfunded. It's designed so that it will always be fully funded. And that's the difference between the market-based cash balance plan and a legacy defined benefit plan. With the legacy defined benefit plan, the funding is very volatile. It depends on complicated funding rules that are in the IRS regulations. And so if there was a choice, you know, I mean, again, this is all hypothetical, you know.
I'm trying to find the edges.
Right. If a plan has to be terminated in order for FedEx to survive bankruptcy, and that is the standard for a distress termination, the company, the corporation cannot emerge from bankruptcy, would have to liquidate unless the plan is terminated. I mean, the plan that we terminated is legacy plan. It's a very hard standard to meet today. There were a lot of funding rules that changed because of the bankruptcy era, and so, you know, I guess I'm trying to give you assurance that the market-based cash balance plan will not be the plan that will be terminated in order for FedEx to survive bankruptcy.
Part two.